This program is brought to you by Statesboro Natural Gas.
Hey y'all, I'm Rebecca Falk, food columnist, food blogger, and home cook. On today's show, we're combining two of my favorite things, and that's country music and good eating. Today we're making shepherd's pie, and we're using grass-fed beef from Hunter Cattle Company, and some rainbow carrots from Walker Farms. I try to use as many local ingredients as possible whenever I'm cooking. And potatoes are also grown here locally. And then we're getting some help from some local friends. From Simply Sweet Cakery here in town, and they've made some amazing Irish inspired cupcakes for us in several different flavors. And then we also picked up a loaf of bread from Sugar Magnolia Bakery and Cafe, and it is Irish soda bread, and picked it up from a real Irishman who works there. So we're gonna have a lot of fun today, and we're gonna have an Irish toast toward the end of the show with our cupcakes, and it's gonna be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. You're watching Statesboro Cooks. Y'all come on in. Right now we are headed over to Sugar Magnolia Bakery and Cafe, and we're going to pick up some Irish soda bread to go with our St. Patrick's Day menu. It's going to be the perfect accompaniment to shepherd's pie.
Hey there.
So you got the Irish soda bread ready for
Yeah,
us?
freshly baked.
I'm so excited. It looks delicious. Now, tell me what's in this Irish soda bread.
It's a very simple bread. You just got a mix of whole wheat and then a low gluten white flour with bread soda, salt, and buttermilk.
Awesome. And you're from Ireland, right?
Yes, that's
right.
right.
That is so cool. What part are you from?
I was born in Dublin, Ireland, but I've lived most of my life in a town called Roscommon in the middle.
Wow, that's really cool. How do people in Ireland typically eat Irish soda bread?
The bread, usually it's eaten warm, sliced with butter, and usually eaten with a cup of hot tea with milk and sugar.
Yum. That sounds delicious. Well, we're going to eat it with some shepherd's pie.
Ah, okay.
For St. Patrick's Day menu.
This will be a great accompaniment for that.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Enjoy.
All right, Aaron, go run. So we're going to get started cooking up some shepherd's pie. I'm going to put some butter in my cast iron skillet, and we're going to brown and caramelize up some delicious Vidalia onions. I've already got them chopped over here. So as that butter melts and these onions cook, it's going to be smelling some kind of good, y'all. If you've never been down to Savannah during St. Patrick's Day, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You've got to go. Get a spoon here and stir these around. Get them going good. So we're going to let these onions caramelize up, and as that butter melts, it's going to get nice and brown and golden, and that's exactly what we want. And then we'll season them up in a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to go over here and peel some potatoes. Shepherd's pie is one of those one-pot meals. It's got everything you need in it. It's kind of like a meat in three. Today we're using ground beef, and traditionally, I think in Ireland, they even use lamb, ground lamb. So we're going to use ground beef because folks around here eat that a lot more often. I'm the Statesboro Herald food columnist, and my column is called Some Kind of Good to be consistent with my food blog, but it runs every other Sunday on the front page of the lifestyle section. So if y'all get the Statesboro Herald or ever feel like picking up a copy, I hope you'll check it out. One of my favorite passions is writing, and especially writing about good food and good southern food on the Georgia coast. Once I get these all peeled up, we're going to throw them in a boiling pot of salted water, and they're going to do their thing for about 25 minutes. Then we're going to mash them up with some sour cream and some butter, a little bit of milk, and some salt and pepper. And they're going to top off our beef today for the shepherd's pie. When I was a student at Georgia Southern, I never really took advantage of Savannah like I wanted to. So now that I've moved back and live here in Statesboro again, I definitely love to go down to Savannah and go shopping and go to the St. Patrick's Day parade. Last year was my very first time going to the parade, and it was a blast. I'm getting ready to quarter up these potatoes and toss them in our pot of boiling salted water. When you're cutting these potatoes, you just want to make sure that they're about equal size. I hear Ewok barking, so I know that means my friends from Vidalia are here. I've got a special musical guest joining us. Y'all aren't going to want to miss it. All right, I'm going to salt this water really liberally, because that's where your flavor is going to come in. Give them a stir. Then we're going to bring them back to a boil, cover them, and let them go for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then we'll have mashed potatoes. When we come back, we're going to put all this together, and you're going to meet my special musical guest. You're watching Statesboro Cooks. Y'all stick around.
Eating gluten-free can be easy if you have a basic flour mix to use as a replacement for wheat flour. One idea is to purchase a flour mill and make your own fresh flour from rice, beans, tapioca, and quinoa. A mix of these grains can provide you with delicious baked goods that would fool even the biggest wheat connoisseur. Many grocery stores now carry gluten-free products to make a transition to wheat-free life easy. Pancake mixes, replacement flours, and gluten-free oats are now easily found. And as always, eat your fruits and veggies. They're always gluten-free.
So earlier, y'all, I mentioned that we had a special musical guest today, and I'm so excited to introduce to y'all my friend and lead singer and guitarist for the Tiger Creek Band from Vidalia, Georgia. Y'all meet Justin Dukes.
How y'all doing?
Justin and I met when we auditioned for American Idol in 2011, and we both were standing in line in Charleston, South Carolina. It was just like you see on TV, y'all. The line was wrapped around the building, and Justin just happened to be wearing a t-shirt from St. Simon's Island. I'm a coastal Georgia girl, and so I saw that t-shirt and I knew we'd be friends right away. And here we are 2 years later, just about to get ready to cook together. Justin's going to sing for us later, but first I want to talk to him a little bit about the Tiger Creek Band and what they have in store for this year.
Yeah, we're just a group of guys. We started playing about 2 years ago, and we started in Vidalia, Georgia. And we went and did a battle of the bands the first time. You know, didn't win, but we started playing all these shows and getting a good following together and playing original songs and playing cover songs. Anybody from Jason Aldean to Alabama to folks like that. So yeah, it's taking off pretty good, and I'm excited.
And I understand that y'all have a group of followers that love to dance, and they've even come up with a dance called Sway, which is one of your hit singles.
They sure have. I mean, we've been in the studio for the past couple of weeks trying to work on some new material and some new songs. And Sway is one of our new songs. And actually, the dance team got up and they loved it so much that they started making a dance to it.
Well, Justin, I'm going to put you to work chopping some carrots for me. You think you can handle that?
I think so.
All right, let's do it. So, as y'all know, I love to use local ingredients whenever possible, and these carrots were donated to us by Hunter Cattle Company, and they partner with all the area farms in town, and these are the famous rainbow carrots from Walker Farms. So I'm going to get Justin's help on peeling these and chopping them up so we can add them in here with our onions, and they can soften up. Just grab about 4 or 5 paper towels, and you're going to pat these dry. Okay. Usually typical foods associated with St. Patrick's Day are obviously the Irish. So you have your corned beef hash and cabbage and red potatoes, and shepherd's pie is also one of the menu items for Savannah St. Patrick's Day. And corned beef hash and cabbage is really not my thing, but I definitely like shepherd's pie, so I tend to choose that as a menu item. But oh, and you can't forget Guinness beer and all the stout drinks and you know, lots of festive green beer and green fountains in Savannah. Everything's green. I'm getting ready to put together this mixed green salad with some candied Georgia pecans and some seasonal strawberries. Strawberries come in season in March, and they are just so sweet and red and plump, and I love to use them in different ways, not just eat them by themselves. So I'm going to put this salad in a trifle bowl. I'm going to preheat this oven before I get my salad going. We're going to preheat it to 375 for about, shepherd's pie is going to cook for about 30 minutes at that temperature. So that's going to warm up. We'll come over here and start slicing up these strawberries. All right, y'all, so I'm getting ready to saute these pecans, and basically they're just going to dry roast. And let me tell you something about these pecans. I want you to notice that I am getting these out of a Ziploc bag. This is not store-bought. My daddy cracked every last one of these pecans and picked them up from the yard. And I'm going to tell you, when you sit down and crack a load of pecans, it'll give you appreciation for paying $8 a package in the local grocery store. It took me a while to crack some pecans. Dad gave me a few, but he cracked all these himself. So appreciate that, Dad. We're going to make good use of them today. Pecans, y'all, are one of those things, or any kind of nut, when you're dry roasting it, you really have to watch them good, because they will go from nice and toasty to burnt in 0.6 seconds. I mean, you just want to toss them around, give them a little jiggle every now and then, but watch them. And when they begin to smell really fragrant and you can start to see them toast a little bit, that's when you want to just remove them from the heat, because they'll turn black on you like that. All right, I'm just dicing up these strawberries. Really, I'm just slicing them right in half. And they're so pretty. I bought these off of L&D Produce here in town, right off the little produce stand that they have on the side of the street. I love seeing those produce stands pop up in the springtime, because you know that it's summer's coming. Have you got those carrots ready, Justin?
Almost.
Because I'm ready for them. Those carrots are going to add a nice color to our dish today. I like the Walker Farms rainbow carrots too, not just because they're local, but because, you know, if you bought them from the store, they would just all be orange. But these are going to be purple and really festive. You notice how I'm doing that? I'm not actually trying to flip it like a pancake, but just kind of wiggling it from side to side so that they turn around in the pan good. They're starting to smell really good. I'm going to clean up here, and then we're going to toss in those carrots. You got them ready, Justin?
I do.
All right, bring them over here and let's put them in. Look at the color on those. Got some white, orange, purple. It's going to be awesome in this dish.
They look good.
And we're also going to put in this garlic right here. Garlic will burn on you too real easy, so you want to add that last. There we go. We're going to let these carrots soften up. They'll take about 5 minutes or so. Our pecans are coming to a toast. I'm going to add in some sugar once they're ready to candy them up. And when we come back, we're going to put together these mashed potatoes. You're watching Statesboro Cook. Stick around. Well, last year was my first time going to the St. Patrick's Day Parade, and my boyfriend is from Savannah, born and raised, so he knows all the back roads and knew that we needed to get there very early. And I packed a huge picnic last year because I just have a tendency to do it up whenever I do something. And I took my picnic basket, which is this, you know, good-sized picnic basket, and filled it to the brim with festive food like Oreos dipped in white chocolate, sprinkled with green sprinkles, and we had little pretzels with green M&Ms on top, and a green grits pie that Paula Dean makes, and I even did green punch with a green rim. And we just had a time. We went to one of the squares, and we got there really, really early in the morning, starting like at 5:30, and we got set up because there's thousands of people who come from miles around to the Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade. So we set up right there in Johnson Square and watched the parade go by, and just had a ball. Played beer pong at 10 a.m. and it was definitely an experience. We met people from all over the country. Welcome back, y'all. I'm getting ready to add in this ground beef with these vegetables that have sauteed up nice and soft now. And this ground beef is grass-fed. It came from Hunter cattle. These cows have not been given any steroids or antibiotics. They've been raised in the most healthy way that they could be raised, so that you know you're eating healthy and it's good for you too. So we're gonna let this brown up, and our pecans are nice and toasty. Oh yeah, you can really see them browning, and they're just about ready. They smell delicious. And these mashed potatoes are ready to whip up as well. Okay guys, Justin's about to take it away. While he does that, I'm going to candy these pecans. Justin, you ready?
I'm ready. This is a new one called Roll with the Floyd.
Take it away.
I've been waiting all week for this day to come, and I'm feeling tired but I'm ready to have some fun. I got my truck all gassed up, cooler full of beer. So what do you say that we just disappear? Oh yeah, just you and me, baby, rolling right along, singing every word to that country song. It don't matter where we're headed, as long as you're ready, you know I'm willing. Chase that sunset as far as we can go. We're just rolling with the flow. I love the way the wind blows through your hair. With your Ray-Bans on, girl, I can't hardly bear. We got the radio cranking, playing your favorite song. And the way you screw, girl, I can't help but sing along. No, I can't. Just you and me, baby, rolling right along, singing every word to that country song. It don't matter where we're headed, as long as you're ready, you know I'm willing. Chase that sunset as far as we can go. We're just rolling with the flow. Now we can pass that old city limit sign and blow this town before we lose our minds. Just you and me, baby, rolling right along, singing every word to that country song. It don't matter where we're headed, as long as you're ready, you know I'm willing. Chase that sunset as far as we can go. We're just rolling with the flow. Oh yeah, we're just rolling with the flow. Just rolling with the flow.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank
Good stuff. Y'all stick around. You're watching Statesboro Cooks.
And another thing, when was the last time you had a mammogram?
Oh, Harold, that's sweet. Are you trying to tell me you love me?
No, I just heard, you should get a mammogram every year.
Oh, Harold, now you know you trying to tell me that you can't live without me.
I wouldn't read too much into it. I'm just saying, who water the plants?
Oh, Harold, you are a sweetheart.
To find out about low or no-cost mammograms in your area, call 1-800-4CANCER.
Welcome back. I'm getting ready to finish off this shepherd's pie. I'm adding in some corn and a few green peas. Gotta have something green for St. Patrick's Day. But if you don't like peas or you don't like corn, this is a versatile recipe. You don't have to add it. That's the great thing about cooking. It's so up to you. It's just creative. Have fun with it. Whatever flavors you like. But look how pretty that is. All those colors in there, that corn, the green from the peas, the purple carrots. It's just gorgeous. Can't wait to eat this. We eat with our eyes first. And you always want to season along. So I'm adding some salt and pepper to this. I'm also going to throw in here some dried thyme. I think that'll give it a nice little touch. Want to add in those vegetables. I just added them in right from the freezer because they don't take long to cook up at all. Anytime you're working with dried herbs, you want to actually crush them before they go in. Don't just toss them in, because when you rub them together, it releases all that fragrance and those oils, and it really allows the flavor to come through in the dish. So that's plenty. Stir this around. I sent Justin out there to practice his next song. We're going to sing one together for you at the end of the show. Justin's the finest that they come. I've really enjoyed getting to know him and his family and his band members. There's about 4 guys that play in the Tiger Creek Band, and y'all definitely check them out. You can look them up on Facebook. They just do what they love, and they're good at it. Man alive, they can cut down on a guitar and sing their hearts out, and their show is very entertaining. To these mashed potatoes, I've just put in some sour cream, some salt and pepper, and I'm going to throw in here some heavy cream. You could use milk or half and half, but we're going to mash them first and then see if you need any more liquid. One of the great sins of home cooks everywhere is they don't taste enough. You got to taste to find out if you need to add more seasoning or whatever it may be. So I'm going in. Woo! Those are on the money, y'all. Everybody has a good old casserole dish at home. It's another thing I love about this recipe. Scrape up all these good bits and add them right in there as well, because that's the good stuff right there on the bottom. You don't want to leave that out. There we go. Man alive, that's what I'm talking about. Some kind of good right there. And everything in this dish is already cooked. We're really just going to put it into the oven to brown up. And we're going to add some cheese on the top of this. So I'm using about 1.5 cups. But you can use as little or as much as you like. Alright, that looks about right. This olive oil is actually Bella de Olivia olive oil. And it's a beautiful product. I'm going to pop this into 375 degrees for about 30 minutes. That cheese is going to brown up and get hot and bubbly. We're going to throw together this salad, and then we're going to eat. I know Savannah is the best place to be. If you can be in Savannah, definitely go. Everybody needs to experience it at least one time. Simply Sweet Cakery and Catering, one of the best up-and-coming bakeries in town, and I can't wait to show you what Christina's got in store for dessert. Y'all come with me. Hey Christina.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Yeah.
Are these our St. Patrick's Day cupcakes?
They are. You're really going to enjoy this.
I'm so excited. Look at the colors. Tell me about what's in this box.
We have the Guinness Stout. That's a dark chocolate cake. It's got Guinness in it, cream cheese icing. There's an Irish Car Bomb that's chocolate stout again with the Bailey's icing. Mm-hmm. We have Irish Coffee, which is coffee and the Bailey's icing. And then we have the Green Velvet Cheesecake, which everyone loves. It's our same version of the red velvet cheesecake, but we make it green.
Okay, that's how you get the green in there. That's awesome. Okay, y'all, welcome back. I'm getting ready to put together our balsamic vinaigrette for the strawberry salad. And in here, I'm just adding some good quality balsamic vinegar. You want to do about equal parts. So I'm going with about 1/8 cup of each, because you don't need a lot when you're making salad dressing. I'm adding this delicious Bella de Olivia olive oil in here, and I'm constantly whisking. Let's change hands, because I'm not left-handed. I'm constantly whisking as this is going in. Salt and pepper. And a little bit of honey. About a tablespoon. Okay, I'm gonna chop up some parsley to garnish our shepherd's pie and our potatoes with. And I'm using some flat leaf parsley today. There's curly and there's flat leaf. I like the flat leaf. Just makes everything look pretty. It takes it to the next level. Whenever you're entertaining, always garnish. Garnish for yourself too. All right, that's that. I'm gonna turn the coffee pot on, and when we come back, we're having cocktails and cupcakes porch side. Y'all stick around.
This program is brought to you by Statesboro Natural Gas.
Justin, when I get famous, because this is my plan, I'm going to have a cooking show on the GAC or CMT network.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to use this footage. Like, I can see this photo on national TV. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. Look, whoever gets there first. All right.
All right.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, that's a good
That
one.
one's a really good one. Okay, I'm getting ready to put together some Irish coffee. It's the easiest thing, y'all. It's just 3 ingredients. It's nice and stout. Just like the Irish, like Jameson Irish whiskey. This is good stuff. 1, 2, and 3. Nice big dollop of fresh whipped cream. There we go. And to top it off, just a touch of cinnamon. Cheers. Happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all. Well, this has been an awesome day, y'all, celebrating St. Patrick's Day. I've got my Irish coffee here. I've got shepherd's pie, our mixed green salad with strawberries. And you can find all these recipes and more at somekindofgood.org. Be sure and check it out. I hope to see you in Savannah. And I'm going to leave you with an Irish toast. As you slide down the banister of life, may the splinters never point in the wrong direction. Cheers. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Search my soul where there is no moon. The trees all cross and are covered in moss. If the crickets wanna know, then I tell them what I lost. Oh, I got the tailgate blues. Then that AM radio playing more than a song. My heart won't beat if the strings are broke. The melody's hitting me right here where she belongs. I catch my buzz in the black of night where nobody ever goes and the warm breeze blows. And if I lose my cool in the open and it shows that I'm down and I ain't alright, I search my soul where there is no moon. The trees all cross and are covered in moss. The crickets wanna know, then I tell them what I lost. Oh, I got the tailgate blues. The crickets heard my story and I listened to them sing. Yes, I closed the tailgate up. There ain't no telling what tomorrow might bring. Maybe me in a Dixie cup, but that won't be enough. Yes, I catch my buzz in the black of night where nobody ever goes and the warm breeze blows. And if I lose my cool in the open and it shows that I'm down and I ain't alright, I search my soul where there is no moon. The trees all cross and are covered in moss. The crickets wanna know, then I tell them what I lost. Oh, I got